How old are you, Miss Sheindlin?
25.
You have to grow up and stop being a baby. If you have a responsibility, you're supposed to take care of the responsibility. You're not supposed to stick somebody else with your responsibilities. You were going to assume the responsibility on the car until you decided it was too expensive a proposition for you to take it over after the lease. So what? You relied on your parents to treat your car so you could get to and from work and not have to take care of this responsibility. You have to grow up, madam. Beauty fades, dumb is forever. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
David and Janelle Rennie claim Janelle's son, Keith Harvey, owes for car payments, insurance payments, parking tickets, and a loan for rent.
Mrs. Rennie, this is your son and your stepson, sir. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Rennie, it is your claim that Mr. Harvey owes you and your wife money for a series of loans that you made to him. And in addition, he owes you money for taking care of his 11-year-old son, who he left with you when he moved out.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Harvey says that you volunteered to take care of his son and that this money that both you and his mother gave him were gifts. That's your defense. And you're sticking to it.
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
32.
How many children do you have?
3.
How many live with you?
2.
How old are they?
5 and 3 months.
Is the mother of the 2 children also living with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you separated from her for a period of time?
Yes, Your Honor.
For how long?
Well, it's 5, 6 months.
And how much after you got back together again did she become pregnant?
How much longer?
Immediately.
You moved
Yes.
back together when?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, what? I know that you moved back together. When is the question?
Trying to think.
You were living with your mother and a husband, with your 11-year-old son. Where's his mother?
She lives in Jacksonville, Florida.
Anything wrong with her?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have legal custody of him?
No, Your Honor.
Who does?
She does.
Well, why was he living with you? These are not hard questions, sir. You should be able to give me a quick answer.
She's a deadbeat mother.
Well, deadbeat mother means she doesn't pay any support. That's
She doesn't
different.
pay any support.
If she has legal custody, she's supposed to have him with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
But he wasn't with his mother. He was with you. My question was why?
Because his mother's home got burglarized, and I felt it was unsafe for him to live there.
So when did you take him?
I can't think exact the timing.
What year?
It was 2006.
Does she have other children?
Yes, she does.
Did she ask you to come and take him?
Well, I thought it was best in his interest.
I didn't ask you what you felt. I asked if his mother, who was his custodian, asked you to come and take him. Is that
Yes,
right?
she did.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if he's not thinking right.
She demanded someone come get him.
In what month in 2006 did...
It was actually 2005. It was September.
And he came and brought his son to you?
In the beginning, his son lived with my daughter, his sister, and then in January 2006, he brought him into the home with us because my daughter can no longer take care of him.
Is he a problem?
He isn't with us, but he's very argumentative, and I think it's just the way he's been, from going back and forth. And his mother is not a very good mother. She never gave him a lot of attention and stuff, so he can be difficult.
Well, when you have 2 non-parents, it's hard to grow up yourself.
That's exactly right.
I'm just curious, Mr. Harvey. Well, you don't know dates. Your mother will tell me. When did he move out of your house?
He actually physically moved out of our house in February '06.
Leaving his son with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he still there?
He's still there.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Why don't you just keep him there?
I think that's what we're going to do.
Have you gone to court for custody?
Yes, ma'am. We have temporary guardianship and custody right now until the juvenile district makes it permanent. And that can be any time now.
Who pays support for him?
No one at this time.
Not him?
His father was paying support up until July of '06, which automatically comes out of his paycheck and goes through the court system, and the mother was receiving it, and she was keeping it. She was not giving it to us for the child. I have an appointment through child support recovery. We've already did one appointment. They're going in front of the judge, actually, to
You
get
are?
child. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you should get that money retroactively.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
It
So
will
why
be
don't I have to
paid.
deal with that? Look at how this is nice. It's going to be coming out of his pay retroactively to the day he stopped paying child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. So now we can move on to the other loans. Now, tell me about the other money, Mr. Rennie.
Good morning, ma'am. We financed a vehicle for him. When he went to jail in 2004,
What did he go to jail for?
domestic violence charge.
Against whom?
The girlfriend he's living with currently. The vehicle was refinanced at that time. The payments went on. He was making the payments. The June payment was not made. The June payment came out of my son's 13-year-old savings account because our bank takes it from where there's money. July's payment, he made half of. And he came to us in July and said, I'm going to be getting my own place in August. So we said, you know, contingent, you were supposed to come take your son in August to come live with you. School starts and he can be in the house and all that good stuff. August came, and I went to bring him there, and he refused him. He told his son, I can't take you, I can't afford you right now. So rather than make a stink, we just
That's what you told your son?
I didn't refuse them. I told them that the timing wasn't right at the time, and as soon as I get on my feet, he'll be living with me. I was just trying to get ahead, Your Honor.
You don't get ahead by making another baby. You got enough babies. You had enough babies before you had this one. How many car payments did you make for him?
We made June's, the other half of July's, and August and September.
What arrangements did you make with him to repay you?
He'd been paying it all up until that point.
I understand that, sir. But once you pay, unless you have a contract with him to repay you, that's a gift. What about the car payments, sir? Why didn't you make the car payments? Too busy making a baby?
No, Your Honor.
Well, what were you busy doing, sir, instead of making your car payments? You were using the car, weren't you?
I've given my mom tax money out of my taxes, which I think should clear up that debt.
When?
It was in a period of 2 years,
When, I said.
in 2004, 2005.
Listen to me. Money out of your taxes 3 years ago, I'm not interested in. I'm interested in car payments that they made for you in 2006, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why didn't you make your own car payments?
I got behind on it.
What were you doing with the money?
Paying.
What was your girlfriend doing? Nothing. Okay. What else, Mr. Rennie?
Car insurance from February to August of '06 was not paid, in total about $600.
Well, why did you pay for the insurance? Why didn't you just cancel the insurance, put a boot on the car?
The insurance was on our policy, and we were just trying to help him.
I understand that, but he didn't pay it. So why didn't you just go repossess the car?
We figured having a car was necessary to have a job, to take care of the children. We tried to help every step of the way.
I understand that. That's a gift, not a loan.
Well, we had to improve his policy on the car because he's a courier. So we had to add extra stuff. So he came to us.
And said what?
And said, Mom, David, I need you to add these extra coverages so that I'm covered under my job. And I will pay the insurance.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
So why did you continue to pay it?
Well, we canceled that in August.
In August.
August.
Good.
So for July and August, we added more coverage.
Okay, and how much was the additional coverage for July and August?
It was an extra $40 a month.
What else?
In September of '06, my wife received a call from the police department. The vehicle was downtown.
Shh. You had the discussion with the police?
Yes, ma'am.
As a result of that discussion, what did you do?
His girlfriend was driving the truck. She had gotten numerous amount of parking tickets, which we didn't know, and they had put a boot on the automobile.
Sounds perfect to me.
So I had to meet the police officers downtown to keep the car from being towed into the lot and having to pay extra storage fees and stuff. Had to pay the tickets and got the truck released back to us.
So where's the truck now?
We have it.
Perfect. So you have it. You have another car?
Yes, Your Honor.
From where did you get another car?
Honda,
When?
3 months ago.
Where'd you get the money from? Why are you looking at me like I'm speaking some sort of foreign tongue?
I didn't need any money down. My sister helped me out, and she co-signed for the car.
Your sister.
Yes, Your Honor.
That your daughter?
Yes, ma'am. We tried to talk to her. We told her, you know, we still have the payments from the truck that we financed. It's $320 a month car payment. We still have to make that payment.
What else?
The tickets totaled $412. And in August, my wife loaned him money for his first month's rent of $980.
Why did you do that?
And I don't know why I did it. He calls me, makes me feel bad. So I met him and I helped him.
I assume by now you've learned your lesson.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell your mother you would pay her back the rent money?
No, Your Honor.
You didn't. What did you tell her?
She told me she'd help me out at the time.
Were you working?
Yes, Your Honor. Courier service.
And how much were you earning?
Roughly $700 a week.
And your girlfriend?
She doesn't work right now.
Why not?
because my son's only 3 months old.
Well, when you're not working and you're home, you take care of your son. Let your girlfriend go out to work.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's not a try. That's what you have to do. Time you grew up, sir, you made 3 children in your life. 3. That makes you a big boy. Act like a big boy. Don't act like an idiot. And I don't know if you're doing a stupid act with me or if this is really the way you are. I'm not sure. But I know that you owe your mother and your stepfather $1,472. That's all. Step out.
Terrell Taggart claims ex-fiancé Travis Miller owes for false allegations of assault, money taken from a joint bank account, and his share of wedding expenses.
Miss Taggart, you and Mr. Miller were engaged to be
Yes, ma'am.
married. You have a child from a previous relationship.
Yes, I do.
And the 3 of you live together.
Yes.
There came a time when that engagement and that relationship terminated. You were in the process of planning a wedding, and it is your claim that Mr. Miller owes you for a whole host of things.
Assalamu alaikum! Welcome back to the new vlog. तो कैसे आप सब ठीक ठाक है यार, आ चुके हैं हम एक और न्यू ब्लॉग के साथ। पूछा मैंने कुछ तो आई होप कि आप सब ने मुझे मिस किया होगा।
चुप कर बे कुत्ते।
ठीक है, लेकिन मैं वापस आ चुका हूँ भाई। पहले तो हमारा टाइम नहीं लगता था जॉब से, लेकिन अब हमने जॉब जो है वो छोड़ दिया भाई। ठीक हो गया, अब हम डेली ब्लॉगिंग करेंगे, रेगुलर लगातार डेली ब्लॉगिंग अब लाजमी किया करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। तो आज हमारे सारे बहुत सारे काम हैं, बाकी आधे तो कंप्लीट कर लिए, लेकिन हम शहर गए होते सुबह से, वहां पे तो मैंने ब्लॉग वगैरह नहीं बनाया था, लेकिन अभी आके घर में आके ब्लॉग शुरू किया है। तो बाकी अभी शीट्स वगैरह लगनी है, और मतलब गाइस हम एक्चुअली अपना एक ऑफिस बना रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो वहां पे हम ऑनलाइन काम वगैरह किया करेंगे, जितने भी उसके काम है वो सारे हम किया करें लैपटॉप पे। मतलब उसके लिए हमें, आपको पता है, फिर लैपटॉप रखने के लिए उसकी एक शेल्फ होती है, वो लगानी है। ठीक हो गया, तो वो आज लगवाएंगे शेल्फ वगैरह। अभी भाई आ रहे हैं, ठीक है, शेल्फ जिन्होंने लगानी है, चीजें वगैरह हम शीट्स वगैरह उसकी ले आए थे काफी दिन पहले, जाके उसको कटवा लिया था हमने हिस्सों में। तो वो अभी भाई आ रहे हैं, वहां पे निशान वगैरह हमने दीवार के साथ लगा दिए, तो वो अब जैसे आते हैं, ठीक है, तो शीट्स वगैरह लग जाएंगी, फिर मैं आप लोगों को दिखाता हूँ कि शीट्स फाइनल कैसी लग रही हैं। ओके हो गया।
A few moments later.
तो गाइस यार ये सारा चल रहा है, अब ये सारे लगेंगे दीवार में, और जो शीट्स हैं इसके ऊपर आ जाएंगी। 32 लग गया निशान। ठीक हो गया, डन हो गया। ठीक है, शीट्स में आप लोगों को दिखाता हूँ। शीट्स हमने इधर रखी हुई हैं इस वाले रूम में, ये शीट्स है सारी कट करके रख दी हुई हैं हमने। ठीक है, अब ये अपने साइज के हिसाब से जहाँ पे लगनी है वो लगेंगी। स्टैंड्स आ गए आपकी, स्टैंड बाकी लगने लगी हैं सारी चीजें, फिर दिखाते हैं आपको जो फाइनल होता है।
A few moments later.
हाँ जी, ये चला दिया मैंने, दाना हो गया होने लगा जी। चले अब बिजू दा
कितने के जो 2000 years later.
जी गाइस, तो लग चुकी हैं सारी प्लेट्स हैं, आपको मैं चेक करवा सकता हूँ, ऐसे सारी ये लग गई हैं। यहाँ पे लैपटॉप्स वगैरह आ जाएंगे, चेयर्स वगैरह आ जाएंगी, और नीचे एक अच्छा सा कारपेट जो है वो लगाएंगे। ठीक है, ये सारी फाइनल हो गई हैं। अब बाकी चेयर्स वगैरह रह गई हैं, और लैपटॉप तो रख ही लेंगे, वो तो हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है। तो नीचे एक अच्छा सा कारपेट रखेंगे जो कि इसकी लुक और भी ज्यादा जो है अच्छा बनाएगा। ठीक हो गया,
अच्छा हमको सिखा रिया है।
तो दैट्स इट, फाइनल सारा काम आधे से ज्यादा तो कंप्लीट हो गया। सुबह को जो है वो इंशाल्लाह यहाँ पे काम हम स्टार्ट कर देंगे भाई। मतलब 1-2 दिन और में भी लग जाए, कोशिश तो यही है कि सुबह तक हो जाए, लेकिन शायद मेरा ख्याल है कि 1-2 दिन में भी और लग जाए। लेकिन यार ये एक फासला इधर से आ गया, ये एक थोड़ी सी जगह बच गई है, शीट्स हमने थोड़ी सी गलत तरीके से कटवा ली है, लेकिन उसका भी हल है। ये जो है ये बिल्कुल, ये देखो इसमें एडजस्ट हो रही है, तो इसको यहाँ पे ग्लू वगैरह लगा के चिपका देंगे, फिट कर देंगे। ठीक हो गया, बाकी शीट्स वगैरह लग चुकी हैं, इंशाल्लाह फिर सुबह से इसका काम वगैरह बाकी स्टार्ट करेंगे। ओके हो गया, सो मिलते हैं आपको बाद में।